Madagascar, home to beautiful beaches, the famous Avenue of the Baobabs, and of course, lemurs.
I like to move it, move it.
Join us as we show you the best things to experience in this incredible country and some unexpected adventures along the way, starting with right about here.
We're currently sitting at a place in a remote island, off of a remote island, off of a big island, looking at chameleons. The whole point of these videos that we're doing is more like the behind the scenes of our Instagrams, where we make videos of us traveling around the world. We're traveling to every country. We are currently in country 156, and we have been very, very excited for this country. We are in the island country of Madagascar.
So we're staying in this bungalow. The thing that we didn't realize until we were about to go to bed is that the windows don't close. Like these wooden slats, I thought they would go boop. They don't.
Em can do roaches. She can do little geckos and stuff. She hates ants. I don't know why. She hates ants.
I mean, I prefer, let's be real, I prefer Wi-Fi, AC, hot water. It was really cool to stay in this. I mean, it feels like a very traditional bungalow. Look out and see an actual chameleon. But before we talk about this tiny little island, let's flash back to our first experience in Madagascar, the lemurs. On the way to the national park, we drove through beautiful landscapes, met the cutest kids who had never seen a drone before, and then
we are going on a 4-hour adventure hike. That's the path that we chose. And we are hoping to see some reptiles, but mostly, hopefully, some lemurs. And there's different types of lemurs. Our guide told us last night that there are over 100 different types of lemurs. I'm hoping to see just one type of lemur today, but we're really excited for the adventure hike. Okay, I would not have seen this. There's a snake that's right outside the entrance to the park. Can you imagine? I mean, I could see myself going to the bathroom right here. It's a boa. Look how long he is. Oh, that's his head facing me. Time to go off the trail. Here we go.
The secret is to go last because they get all the spider webs.
Our guy just said this is a termite nest and there are millions of termites living inside. So I'm gonna keep moving on. That was incredible. We saw not one, not two, not three, but 5 lemurs up in the tree. A family of, they're called dancing lemurs. And they were jumping all around, eating their food, and we're just standing there. It's like, it's so surreal, but like to think that we're in Madagascar and we're looking at wild lemurs just enjoying their day.
Emily is so happy.
I'm just recording with a big smile on my face. We are out here in the middle of the rainforest. It's literally just our guide and us and 3 lemurs. And we're just chilling watching them. So we were just watching them and all of a sudden they started howling so loud. Our guide said it's to protect their territory from other lemur families. Like, no, this is ours. Going on a night walk of the national park, which they prepped it by saying you should make sure you bring a few things. hiking boots, a rain jacket,
Oh, no,
and
my-
a headlamp,
my
of which
favorite-
I have none. I don't have any of those.
But my favorite thing is I have carried a headlamp with me
Yeah.
since the past 2 years. For some reason, I've never gotten rid of it. Probably have never used it more than like twice.
Was that last
And
week or even
yeah,
just a couple days
I
ago?
literally said, I think I made a mistake in bringing this thing for 2 years.
Apparently not.
Tonight.
If you come to Madagascar and you go on a night walk. Our guide just said we might see a nocturnal lemur if we're lucky. That would be so cool.
We are on the hunt. My headlamp has finally come in handy. The first time that I have ever actually had to use it outside of a room.
So we have arrived in the national park, started our night walk. My goal is to see as many reptiles and creepy crawlies as we can see without getting too close. There's a lemur. He's so cute. He's such a little cutie. I love him. They're just like holding on to the tree like this and looking at us.
But then it was time to say goodbye to the lemurs and over the next few days drive the whole way from the east to the west coast of the country. On the way we got to plant rice with locals, boat down the river, and meet a guy panning for gold until we reached our destination, the famous Avenue of the Baobabs. We've seen this as an iconic computer screensaver and had it on our bucket list for years, but the journey to get there made when we finally arrived even more special. We are driving up to Baobab Avenue. It's a bumpy ride, but it is so cool because it's like finally seeing the postcard in real life. They're everywhere and it's huge. I didn't realize just how thick the trees are. It's amazing to be here with the famous baobab trees, like what you see of a postcard of places you gotta travel to someday, and then being here just feels like a dream. We have loved seeing the west and the east coast of Madagascar, and now it is time to fly to the north. We're gonna be spending some time in Nosy Bay, which has beautiful beaches, so can't wait. On to the flight. Before we talk about the beautiful beaches of Madagascar, we wanted to say a big thank you to the people who hosted us on our Madagascar trip, Mora Travel. If you are planning a trip to Madagascar, we highly recommend touring with them because they planned the perfect itinerary. There was a lot we wanted to see and they packed it all in. We absolutely loved our guide. He was super kind, really informative and fun. So if you're planning a trip to Madagascar, we highly recommend Mora Travel. And now back to the video for one of our highlights of Madagascar, swimming with whale sharks.
So we went on like this little tour that the main thing that we heard is we were gonna be swimming with whale sharks. What we didn't know is the other experiences that we'd also be having.
It was so cool. The turtles were huge. And it was just
everywhere. We just so happened to run into dolphins. And this is where first shall be last. She gets in the water first, quietly gets into the water.
It was really amazing.
I was the last one, me and this other lady, and they say wait. And I was like, crap, I missed my opportunity to see it. The dolphins had already kind of swam further. So why they said wait is we got off right in front of the dolphins a little bit further away from everybody else. And I had like 10 minutes where I don't know where the other lady went, but it was just me. About 12 or 15 different dolphins. They would come up and be right in front of me, and they go down and they'd be swimming right underneath me.
And I could see in the distance just like dolphin after dolphin coming up and then a little snorkel going up behind him.
But then we get back onto the boat, end up going for the main event. We went for like 3 hours not seeing a single whale shark. And then as a joke, I was kind of like joking and said to him,
We were on
like,
the way back. They gave up hope and we're just like kind of slowly going back.
and I was like, God, just pray that we see a whale shark, and that would be.
He's saying it, like, God, I'm praying that right there, they all start pointing, and here, someone had spotted a whale shark.
And then we swam with it for a little bit before it took off and went further.
But just to be up close with such a huge animal in the water is incredible. We then took a boat here, like an hour away from there, to this very remote island. There are no cars, no roads, hardly even many paths. And so what do you do but explore the remote island by foot?
And today we probably had one of our favorite experiences.
This just happened. We heard this music. We thought it might be a church. So we asked someone. She started walking us across the stream, up some rocks. It was like
no path.
Quite a journey. And we get to this like bungalow style church, and they invited us in. And so we were like just happy to see the outside, and it was so cool to hear them singing.
We didn't know what to expect inside.
They put this white headdress on me, and before we knew it, we were singing and dancing along with them. I feel like we'll never be able to like capture what that felt like, but just to be in such a remote area, then it's not like in any way it was planned or coordinated. I feel like that's the coolest way to end our time here in Madagascar, because for as many beautiful landscapes that we saw, and getting to see lemurs, see the iconic baobab trees, drive through the landscapes of Madagascar, and even get to learn how to plant rice with local farmers, our favorite takeaway has been the people. I know we say that so often, but they were so welcoming, not pushy, just like really felt like you were their friends. And I'm so thankful we could visit Madagascar. Thank you guys so much for following along and being part of our journey. We'd love you to subscribe, and we're terrible at these exits, so we'll keep practicing.